Welcome to a Total War tier list video, and today I decided to cover what titles I personally want to see come next. Now, I've got a few ideas of what is coming next, and most of these probably won't happen. But, you know, I think it'd be good to just share some opinions, get it out there, and it could be a good point of discussion as well. Thank you to D's Biscuits for creating this tier list for me. There will be a link down below in the description if anybody also wants to make one. So, let's begin. Rise of Persia. I think it could be a very interesting time period, the rise of Persia, but overall, compared to some eras, I have to put it into meh. First of all, I know nothing about it at all. That can sometimes be good, as it's a new thing to learn, something different, but in this case I think it would be bad. Like with Three Kingdoms, I didn't get it, so I didn't play it, sort of thing. But yeah, I think there's some potential that could be there, but overall, I just think it's a meh idea, not something for me, but feel free to disagree. Next, Age of Discovery Total War. Now this could have a lot of potential, discovering the Americas and Africa, maybe have it as a randomly generated world each time, or maybe just normal, I don't know. Either way, if done right, this could be a great title. I would be really happy to see this happen. You know what, yes, I would put it in great. Age of Discovery. Okay, now Bronze Age Total War. If you were to ask me about 1 year ago, before Troy, this would be in great, maybe even touching Fez Tier. I was really excited about to have a game in this era, but after seeing Troy, and I know it won't be the same as Troy, but after playing Troy, I kind of think more along the lines of good or meh. I'm not really that bothered about a Bronze Age title anymore. Troy sort of did kill that for me, so I'm putting it down in meh. Maybe bottom end of good. I'll put it there for now. But yeah, that is a shame. Empire 2. One that a lot of people do want to see, but of course done right, not like Empire 1 and that fiasco. Empire 2. Could be interesting. A new time period mostly. Gunpowder combat I think does work in Total War when done right. You know what? I would be excited to see this era. I think I would prefer Age of Discovery in my personal opinion, because in Empire 2 the empires would sort of already be built. I'd kind of like to, more like EU4, start from scratch. Like, you could play Britain and make it first to the colonial world. Like, you know, that Age of Discovery is a little bit more random and open compared to an Empire 2. But yeah, I still would be excited for a title like that. Now a controversial one. American Civil War. I think it could be fun, and I'll put it in the middle. Like, it could be fun, there's a lot of potential there, but at the same time, there could be a lot of limitations. Like, it really is just one big 1 versus 1. I don't know much about the American Civil War, but it more is a 1 versus 1 sort of thing, so I would be excited, I would be happy to see their approach, but at the same time, you know, I'm not super hype about it. I would be worried about the title if it was announced. Okay, next up, Emu Total War has got to go in Fez Tier. We've got no, an old joke in the Total War community, mostly circulating around legend. Nah, it'd be funny, but at the same time, you know, it's a bad idea. I am a bit of a meme channel. You know what, for that, I'll put it on good. Just for the laugh, Sure. But I'm unsure. The issue is, it would be so funny that it has to rank highly, but at the same time, we have to be sort of serious. I'll put it in the middle. Age of Mythology. This is something I really want to see. And I don't think it would be like Warhammer at all. A lot of people would say, well, we have Warhammer. No, I don't think this would be it. I think this would be something completely new. Something very unique. Age of Mythology. Imagine it. I want this one so much. You know, a mythology game but inspired by history. You know, it would be very historical, very well researched, or I hope so anyway. I see this as just being a really cool title, just something that I could really have fun with, play around with, and enjoy. I'm gonna put it in Fez Tier. I would be really excited if this was to get announced. I would be. Alright, The Lord of the Rings, Fez Tier. Obviously, of course I have to put it up there. Like, just imagine the potential. Now, I don't think in, like, entertainment-wise it would be up there. I think for an entertainment point of view, I would probably prefer and enjoy Age of Mythology. But I think I would be more hype and excited about A Lord of the Rings. And that's what it's about. It's not about how I think they would play. It's about how excited I would be for it. How much I want to give it a go. That's what this list is about. That's what I'm considering. Okay, next up. Medieval 3. Obviously, it's in Fez Tier. But where? Do I want a Medieval 3 more than The Lord of the Rings? Do I want it more than an Age of Mythology? Yes. Yes to that one. Lord of the Rings or Medieval 3? Oh, this is so difficult. Like, I think I've asked this one before in a survey. Like, which do people actually want? And even people there struggled. Like, let me know in the comments, like, this is a debate that I really want to know. And I want to know it from Lord of the Rings fans. If you're not a Lord of the Rings fan, but a medieval fan, then it's an obvious answer. But if you are a fan of both, and it's really tight, which one would you side with? I've got to look at it. Yeah. I have to look at this from a YouTuber standpoint. Which one would have most potential for views? Oh, both of them, won't it? Oh, I honestly do not know. Like, the DLC for them both can be crazy as well. You know what? Lord of the Rings goes up top. The reason being, now that I think about it, Medieval 3 I do kind of expect. Someday I think it will happen. But The Lord of the Rings would be such an epic surprise that I think the hype would just take over. And I think that would just put that title ahead. Yeah. Move on to the next one. Mongol Total War. I do really want to see that. That could be really good. Depends how they do it. If it involves all of Europe and, like, Asia, it's more like Medieval 3 but with the Mongols. Sort of thing, if you know what I mean. I think it would be in Fez Tier, up there with Medieval 3. But if it is just more focused on Mongolia, China and Japan, and, you know, more on Asia, I'd put it there. I'm assuming it would be focused on Asia. So I'll put it there, but still, could be a good title. I would be happy to see it. Okay, Wars of the Renaissance. Nah. I'm just thinking about it now and I'm just not getting any excitement at all. You know, I would be kind of excited. I'll put it there. Yeah, it's just meh. It's not really my time period. Yeah, I'm just looking at it there. Maybe it's the image, I don't know, but my thought is just meh. Like the pike and shot era. You know, I think it could work great for these because it's about discovering the world. I think that could be really interesting, add something to the campaign. But Wars of the Renaissance, it's just not getting to me. I don't know why. Yeah, oh well. Rome 3. I do want to see it, but I don't think they could do it right. This is one of those few opinions that I have where I've got to say I don't think CA could do it. I think they would really struggle. Like, you know, they do have a brilliant development team there, and credit to them all, but I think creating Rome in a video game in this day and age, it just seems too difficult for all developer companies. Like, even Paradox really messed it up. They all just struggle with Rome lately. And I think it's more to do with, like, you know, balancing on one end, then there's the historical accuracy, and then there's, like, the politics of Rome. Like, it's difficult to get a good balance of all three. I think Rome 1 did that right. It perfected all three areas, I think, in a balanced way. I mean, like, not each side was perfect, but they were all balanced with each other. That's what they have to focus on. But Rome 2 failed, Imperator failed. I would be hype, though. I think it would fail, but I would be hype. That's the thing. I'll put it there. I would be excited for it, although very, very nervous. English Civil War. That's an interesting one. Maybe as a saga title, but I'm doing these as like full titles. I'm gonna have to say no. I don't want to see it. As a saga title, it could be okay. That could actually really work as a saga. Same with American Civil War. But as the main title, I just don't think that's it. Like, compared to these. And I am English as well, but it just doesn't get to me. I'm not that interested. Shogun 3. Nah. I'm not that interested again. You know, I know nothing about Japanese history. I kind of like Shogun 2. I respect Shogun 2. But I don't really play it that much. I can see why it has to offer, but it's just not for me. And Shogun 3, I don't think would be my game. So yeah, for that reason, I am not that excited for a Shogun 3. Okay, an Alexander Total War, or Alexander 2. How would I feel if this was announced? Now, there's actually a lot of factions available in the Alexander era, especially if it takes place during Philip's reign instead, and then into Alexander. Now, that could be really good. It could be a lot like Troy. Now, much bigger map, I think it would be different. And as the main title, I would be excited for it. Yeah. You know what, I'd put it above Empire, but below Rome 3. Yeah, there's a lot of potential there. I would be excited, but, you know, it's up against some really tough competition there. Thrones of Britannia 2. No. That was just a meme one thrown in there. No, I don't want to see that. It won't even be funny. Like, Emu got up there because it is funny. But Thrones 2? No, that is just cruel. Viking Invasion. After having Thrones, I don't know, it could be okay. It's more of a Dark Age Total War, really. I'd put it in there. I won't be super hype about it, but I'll be a little bit excited. Yeah, I'll definitely play it. I'll definitely probably enjoy it if it's good. You know, I'll give it a go, but I won't be like, you know, super hype about it, like staying up the night before, just not able to sleep. Now, for these three here, I won't be able to sleep the night before. For these videos here, for these ones here, I would be making videos every day about how excited I am about, you know, what I think it could be like. These here, I'm not doing any of that, but I am sort of excited. That's how I see it. Alright, here we go. The one that actually is coming, Warhammer 3. I don't know. I don't have any inside information. I'm not part of the Warhammer 3 promotion campaign. As you know, I'm a historical channel. I'm Overall though, how is my feeling towards it? To play it I am kind of excited, but you know, I'm not gonna cover it on the channel. Yeah. And I have to think about the channel as well here. Like, what can I cover on that? Alright, I'll put it top end of meh, if it'll let me. There we go. Yeah, I am sort of excited. I would play it for myself, but I wouldn't record it. And I think this is the only title that I won't actually do any recording for. Like, it should be higher, but because I'm not covering it on the channel, that pushes it lower. It's a weird one. It's sort of like in the void, really. It doesn't really count. Alright, what is this one? Westeros Total War. Basically Game of Thrones. It's difficult, because I'm only currently at Season 2. I've only just started watching it. I am very new to it right now, so it is difficult to judge. But overall, I am enjoying it. Yeah, I'd have to really, like, watch it quick and read the books quick, just so I know what is actually going on. Where would I put it? You know what, there's some pretty looking castles in there, and I would be excited to see them. The factions, the politics, that could all be interesting. I think the community could really get behind that as well. I would be excited for it. Probably more than Mongol, but I'll put it less... Yeah, I'll put it below the standard historical titles that I'm used to. Reason is, it's a bit of a risky title. I might not enjoy it. So yeah, I'll put it there. And last, but not least, the World Wars. World War I and World War II as a Total War title. You know what, it says World War II, I'll actually judge it as the First World War. Ignore the second. Yeah, I think that would work better in a Total War game. Alright, so World War I. It could work. Would I be excited for it though? Sort of, but it would feel so different. It might actually, like, kill the mood for me. I know exactly where to put this. Right there. Yeah, I would be excited for it, I would play it, but I'd be a bit worried about it as well. And that's what these four really are, really. Like, the games that I would play, I'm excited for them. I think I'll definitely cover it on the channel. Viking, World Wars, American Civil War, and Emu, just for a laugh. But at the end of the day, I am worried about them. I don't think they would be that, like, super popular. Like, I don't think they would be the Revolution historical Total War title that the community needs to bounce back into the scene. These two rows here, yes, but this row, no, even though it could be fun. Yeah, I am satisfied with that list. There we go, so link in the description. Let me know what you think down in the comments as well. It's a very interesting one. Of course, these are all just my opinions and based off no inside information at all. You know, feel free to disagree, it's all about preference. Like, you know, when I was at school, it was all European history. That's all we ever really did. But if you're American, you'll probably put the American stuff a bit higher. If you grew up with Warhammer, you'll of course put Warhammer higher, maybe Game of Thrones higher, maybe, yeah, keep Age of Mythology up there as well. If you grew up with, like, learning Japanese and stuff like that, of course, Shogun, Mongol Total War would be much higher, and probably a couple of others. It all depends on really your past experience, I think, more than anything. And of course, there's another two titles that could be in Fez Tier, which I should mention. Rome Remastered and Medieval 2 Remastered. Yeah, Medieval 2 Remastered I would put here, and Rome Remastered I would put at the front as number one. I'm really wanting that, just from a personal perspective, and also a channel perspective as well. That's what we fight for here, Rome Remastered. And I'll let you in on something as well. Later this year, when I'm a bit bigger, once I'm back on track again, I want to do something about it, you know, I've been thinking about this a lot. I want to, like, have a month where it is just some big campaign, trying to get it remastered, like surveys. We'll host like an event trying to get Rome or Medieval 2 as the most played game on Steam in the Total War franchise. Like the most played Total War games on Steam for like just one day, to show that the community is there. Like something like that. Not as any form of aggression to CA, like, you know, all Total War developers, I know you're watching all of my videos obviously, so I just want to make it clear, it's not aggression. Like, we just want to show you that we love this game, that we believe it has potential, and, you know, we would welcome it back. That's what it's all about. Yeah. So that is a plan I have later on this year. Maybe I'm going slightly crazy. Yeah, probably am. But it is something that I do want to do, and yeah. Actually, let me know. Let me know what you think of that as well. Could be good fun. But anyway, thank you to D's Biscuits for creating this for me. Feel free to comment new ideas as well for future tier list videos. Subscribe for more, share with anyone you think may be interested, and leave the video a little bit of a like as well. But for now, until the next one, tomorrow's video, goodbye.